Welcome to Garden Sound 365. My name's Gardner, and this camera's running out of batteries. Hey everybody, welcome to Garden Sound 365, and this camera is not running out of batteries now. So, yesterday I had some fun putting up tile on my mother's backsplash in her kitchen, so I wanted to show you a little bit of just funny clips from that. I'm going to be putting stainless steel tiles on this backsplash. Well, dang, they don't want you to get into these, do they? Your razor knife. Life is easier with the right tools. Good news. This backsplash, or this whatever you call this part, can't remember off the top of my head, is level. So I can line up these tiles with the bottom row, or I can line up the bottom row with that, so I don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. I have to cut notches out of these with a carbide chop saw because it's a blade that's designed to cut through metal. So what I've done is I've made 2 ticks, one here, for where that needs to be cut out. So, let's go out to the chop saw. I guess that kind of works. An angle grinder might be easier. Yeah. How long is this? I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know, Gus. Do you know?
Is there a tape measure over here?
Okay.
Well, let's keep moving. We need some more tiles. Shoot.
Let's do it. Today?
Yeah, I've only been working on it for an hour. Already halfway
Not
done.
bad. Alright then.
I don't have to get it done today. I could stay an extra day, but I want to go home.
You do want to go home, yes.
I want to go home so I can see my beautiful wife.
Okay.
Want some of this? Want some of this beautifulness?
You're an idiot.
I am an idiot.
Yeah.
I thought that was clear.
Okay.
I thought we all understood that. I'm an idiot.
No, I was the idiot.
Oh no, I'm the idiot.
Parks 365.
That's right, that's Parks
There we
365.
go.
Welcome to Garden Sound 365, the show where I'm lewd and crude and drink coffee. Ow! Fuck me in the ass! Ah!
What the hell did
Ah! I
you
hit
do?
my head in the fucking corner!
Oh my.
Ah! Ah!
We were just messing with Gus and all of us. Ah!
That was an immediate headache.
Ouch.
That is instantly
I
a
had a
headache.
headache when I woke up.
I have a headache right now. Here's the hard part. I have to cut these kind of in half-ish. And I want to keep the factory edge on the bottom. Done. So it's Wednesday. Yesterday was my 200th episode. If you haven't seen that, please go check that out. Here's a clip from that too. And other than that, the show's growing. We've gotten a couple more subscribers recently, so hey, how are y'all doing? My name is Gardner, and if you're not familiar with this show's format, typically what I do is I write a piece of music, and I talk about music, and sometimes we copy a band, and sometimes we talk about music theory, and it really just depends on the day. I had a very intimate conversation last night about the project, and just about how things are going, and what the show looks like to the outsider, with a really close friend, and he's proud of where it's going, and so am I. It's a very honest look into what life is like for me, and I think I'm a unique person. Not a lot of people write or can write music every day, and so far I haven't failed. So that's what the show's about. The show's about what life is like writing a song every day. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I wake up and I don't want to get out of bed, and the depression really hits me hard, and I just feel like crap. And sometimes I wake up and I hate myself, but sometimes I wake up and I feel amazing. And I have amazing days, and I write songs that are so close to the original. I copy a band's style so closely to the original that YouTube flags it as the same track. That's happened on 2 tracks so far in this series. And so, it's a mixed bag. So if you're into not knowing what you're gonna get every day, this is the place for you. The white balance a little bit better. It was all green and weird looking, like I was sick. Yeah, today's gonna be a good day. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to write today, because it's the same problem I had the day before the 200th episode came out, where I didn't know what to write because the 200th episode was so massive. Like, that song was so well composed. But then I wrote that deadmau5 trap song, and I've had some people reach out to me and say that they really enjoyed that. So I think today I'm just going to start again. I'm just going to start with a random idea, dig through my list of synthesizers until something stands out to me, and I'll just go from there. I want to move on to one more announcement, and then I want to talk about how I made yesterday's episode. This Friday is coffee time. If you haven't done so already, please submit your favorite EDM song, your favorite EDM song of all time. Here's the pinned post on my Facebook page. Click on that, give me a link, I'll review it this Friday on Coffee Time. So let's talk about episode 200 and some of the challenges and difficult things that happen. So as we talk about this, I'm going to include clips from the actual video that'll show you the shot that I'm talking about. So basically, I collaborated with a guy named Gray Sheely, and they are based out of Mississippi. And Gray, what he does is he does aerial photography for forestry and for real estate. So whenever someone's like, I need a shot of this property, and the chances are that they're not able to actually survey the whole property because it's so heavily wooded, what he can do with his drone is fly it above the trees. So that's what Gray does. He provides that service for people in Mississippi. I got in touch with him and said, listen, I do these YouTube things, and he said he was already aware. He watches it. So we decided to collaborate, and he came down. We decided to do a bass video. We were originally going to do a drums video, but I don't think the effect would have been the same. I'm glad we chose to do bass instead of drums. Drum set, I mean. And I'm glad we chose to do an originals. I'm glad we chose to do an original song instead of a cover, because we thought about doing a cover as well, but that just didn't work out. Some of the challenges that, well, first of all, most of you probably know how this works. When you take a camera fixed in one place, and you stop recording and you move, but leave the camera in the same place, make it look like there's more than one of you in the shot. Like this. Hey, Gardner. It's not hard to do at all. Now, doing that 4 times, because there's 4 lines in the piece, with the same bass is difficult. One of the challenges I had was keeping my bass still. So you see a lot of distortion around the actual bass itself. The effect I was going for was actually similar to this guy named Lasse Gertsen. He had put out a video with a cellist that actually accomplished this better than I had, and it was because the cellist was able to stay more still. And they got all his arms out there looking like Krishna or something, with all his crazy arms moving around, and That was what I was going for, and we kind of achieved it, and I think the fact that I did it from 3 different angles really helped the effect. So, you know, we did all 4 takes from the left, we did all 4 takes in the middle, and we did all 4 takes from the right, playing the same piece, playing the same time, everything, and then I matched them up in post, and that's how you get those composites of me playing bass, right? And that's what that's called, is compositing. Layering footage on top of footage. So that's how that worked. And the masks I was using were just masking out the arms. I didn't actually mask out my body. So the bass is distorted, but my body should remain still and the arms move. That's how I did that. It was very difficult to do and play bass correctly. We wanted to do the same thing with the drone flying around me like a dolly shot. So that it would be more or less locked, but we had a weird bug with the drone where it would tell us that it was staying at the same altitude, but it was not. It was actually dropping altitude. So that didn't work out. However, the footage from the drone still kicked ass, and I was able to use that as a tool to make the song and video more interesting by speeding up that footage gradually. That was cool for sure. It was also my first time working with 4K footage, and I'm really grateful that I upgraded my system a couple weeks ago, because my old system with the Crossfire old Radeon cards would not have been able to handle that. This GTX 1080 handled it like no problem. So it's really fortunate that I upgraded when I did. Otherwise, this project might not have worked out. The rest of it's pretty basic. You know, the shots of Gray getting up close to me with the camera. The depth of field effect that he did when he set the camera on the stool and then unfocused it so that I would walk into focus. You know, taking shots, walking through the woods, and that's all basic filmmaking stuff. The cool things we did were definitely the composites, and that was the hardest thing. But anyway, I'm gonna go write some music. That's it for me today. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, you know what to do. And yeah, new song right here. If you'd like to subscribe to me, click right here. If you would like to see yesterday's episode, click here. And if you'd like to support me on Patreon, click right here. But as always, my name is GARDNSOUND. I'll see you tomorrow.